everyone, and we are back in Warframe, and we are doing a versus today. Obviously, guys, you know the rules. If I'm in Warframe, usually means I'm gonna do a versus, or I'm showing you guys something. So, today we are obviously in the Summer Core. So, we are going to be showing off our next frame. We're gonna be doing the usual versus. We put them against the regular version and the Prime version just to see if there's any difference. And today, guys, I have one of my probably top 10 favorites. Sorry, guys, my kitty's rolling around being cute, but had to pet him. But anyways, we are doing one of my favorites today. We are doing Ivara. So Ivara is the huntress frame, is what she's considered. She is a very good frame. I do like her. Like I said, she's one of my favorites. Hi, buddy. He's looking at me. He's like, who are you talking to? But anyways, and she recently got her Prime. So, obviously, guys, this is her Prime. And we're going to be playing with her for the first bit. And then we will switch to her regular form. What? What? What, you rolling around? You rolling around? Ooh, you like that? Oh, yes. Silly boy, alright. Anyways, as I was saying, she's the huntress frame. Her abilities are pretty interesting. I would definitely say she is more for, like, sneaking up, helping your squad sneak up on people, also herself. But, as you would expect from a huntress, she has to be invisible, right? So she does have a invisibility ability, which makes her pretty cool. And she's one of a couple frames that have, like, a weapon attached to her. So the weapon ranks up with her. But it is her bow, and her bow is really cool. It's a very special bow. So to that, let us get started. So let's hop on here and give my Taxon a minute to stop doing his shield on me. Alright, guys, this is Ivara Prime. This is mine. I love her colors. I went for, like, girly colors for her. She kind of is like my Barbie frame. I guess you could say, because she's those colors. But I like the lighter colors on her for some reason. So I was like, okay, I like this. But this is normally what she looks like. This is not a deluxe skin or anything. This is literally what her Prime looks like. It's kind of a fun little Prime. A lot of people were calling her Jellyfish Queen, which she pretty much is. If you think about it with the jelly and stuff, that's kind of what she looks like. So, yeah, so this is our Jellyfish Queen, and she's beautiful. We love her. This is also her armor set, too, if you guys are wondering what her armor set looks like. This is her actual armor set I have on her. So, yeah. And I have one of my bows on her. I have the Dakui on her, which is a really cool bow. It's a big, long bow, which is very nice. I figured that was more appropriate with the fact that she is the huntress frame, so. And most of her abilities work better with a bow anyways. That's probably something I should mention, guys. Ivara, because of her ability, she specifically works the best with a bow weapon. So make sure you guys have a bow weapon on her. And yeah, so there's my tip for you guys. But anyways, and this is her Sayadana as well, guys. So buddy's rolling around. So yes, so this is what she looks like essentially. All right. Let's still hop in here. I think we'll do Grenadier today. So let's clear our enemies here. And let's pick, like, normal career or something. Or a butcher or someone like that. Maybe we'll do someone special. I kind of want the plain ones, though. Here we go. So we got Elite Lancer, we got the Artemis, we got the Elite Lancer. Well, we also got the Executioner somehow. Huh. I don't remember scanning those. That must have been when that one thing was happening. That one event was happening, the summer event they had last year. That was super fun event, by the way, guys. I'll probably share it on this video, actually, maybe, possibly. But it was called the Dog Days, and you had, like, it was just a big, giant water gun fight with these guys, the executioners. It was fun, but kind of sucks they didn't bring it back this year, but maybe they will next year or the year after. So let's just spawn some classic Lancers. Alright, guys, so first ability is Navigator. No, it's actually for different arrows, actually. I'm sorry, guys, that was my fault. So what these arrows do, it's one of those switch between them abilities. But yeah, so it gives you different kinds of bows to use, essentially is what it does. So there's the dash fire one. I'll go do it quickly. And then you make a zip line with it. This is probably one of my favorite ones to use on certain maps, because then you can aim at enemies from way up high, as you guys can see. And it just creates a tripwire you can walk on. A dash wire, it's actually called. So that one was always cool. I always liked that one. And then we got noise arrow, which let's just randomly do it like right here. That just creates, it's just an arrow of noise. It's literally what it is. And then it can track enemies for you. So you kind of can lure your enemies in with that one. And then we have the sleep arrow, which let me see if I can get one of these guys. Which literally makes your enemy fall asleep, as you would expect. So and this is what I mean, guys, with her abilities. Is you kind of need to have a bow on her in order to get her full strength. While you're using her, most people use guns on her, and it's like, guys, you realize half her abilities don't work without a bow. So I think that is all the bows. Oh, never mind. There is the cloak bow as well. I actually can show you guys this with myself. So let's destroy these guys. Okay, so as you guys can see, here's the wire. The one we can climb on the wire for. So this is very useful if you need to get to higher places or something like that, or you want to take a good view of something. So this arrow is fabulous for that. Now that we don't have much noise, I can actually show you that one a bit better. So let's put a dash wire like right here. Now as you guys can see, it says use zip line, and you can climb up it. And there you go, you're up. So that is a fabulous version of bow, a fabulous bow version to use. And like I said, that's one of the ones I use quite a bit. So then we have the noise arrow, which creates noise somewhere, so it's good for distraction. And then you got the sleep arrow, which you saw when I used it originally. If you get an enemy with it, they'll fall asleep. And then you have the cloak arrow, which is the one I have not showed you yet. So this arrow is actually really neat. So it creates like this little orb of energy, and you actually can go inside it and be completely invisible. Check it out, guys. So we are completely invisible right now. And I believe it does not work on enemies. It only works on you or your allies. But this is fabulous if you guys don't want to use her other ability, which actually does make her invisible. Which I can probably show you guys right now. is that her second or third? I'm not sure if it's her third or second ability, however. So this is her invisible ability. It's called Prowl. And there we go, guys. So we're completely invisible right now, as you guys can see. And she does walk slower. So it's not like it says it's a prowl. It's not oh, I'm just invisible. I can walk wherever the hell I want. It doesn't work like that. But as you guys can see, you can get out of it by sliding. I believe you can roll with it. I'm not quite sure. Hold on, guys. Let's try it. I think you can roll with it. No, maybe not. Yeah, so you can roll with it, but you can't slide with it, because then it just pulls you out of the prowl. So that ability is just pretty much a slow walk of prowl, like you would expect. So that is probably her most infamous ability she has, is her prowl, which does help in certain situations, but like I said, you move really slow, so it's kind of just a sneak attack kind of ability, but it does work very well. So, and then we have Navigator, which lets you guide your arrow wherever you want it to go. Which is a pretty cool ability if you guys have a certain target you're trying to get. That ability is fabulous for that. So you guys can see I'm controlling it right now, so I can put it anywhere I want. I can take it anywhere I want to. So if there is a certain enemy you're trying to reach, that ability is great. I actually hardly use that ability, but it is a fun ability to use on occasion. Especially like in the chaos, it's kind of hard to use, but it is fun to use on occasion just to be like, oh, let's see where I could go with the arrow here. And so yeah, so there is her second ability. And her third one was Prowl. Sorry guys, I totally mixed that up. It's fine. And then we got her final ability, obviously, which is always, as you guys should know by this point, is always the best ability on any frame. So I'm gonna pull these guys back up. Let's use Navigator on these guys. It's kind of hard to control though, so you kind of just have to be really good with it. Let's get rid of some of these guys, just so we can pull out our final ability. And like I mentioned earlier, guys, this is a weapon. She is one of the frames that has her own weapon. So you have to rank her up with her weapon. So we're gonna activate it now. And this is her weapon called the Artemis bow. So obviously with the Prime, it's called Artemis bow Prime. But like I said, it ranks up with her, so you kind of have to rank up both things, the frame and her. The thing is with this bow is that you can swap between your melee, as you guys can see, and go back to it immediately. I think they just actually added that with her. Hold on, we have to find this other enemy guy. There he is. Alright, I think we got them all. But as you guys can see, you can use her Artemis bow with any of her abilities. As you guys can see, you can use it with any of her abilities, which is fabulous. So technically, you could pull out her Artemis bow and be able to use all her abilities, but I never do that myself. I usually put a bow on me when I use her, just so I can normally use her abilities without activating her final bow. But yeah, guys, so this is what her final bow looks like. This is actually a the deluxe skin for it that came with her deluxe skin. So I actually have a different skin on it for her. But if you guys can already tell, it has multiple arrows. It doesn't have just one arrow, it has multiple ones. So it's like 5 or 6 multiple ones. That's what is really cool about her bow, is that it's just like multiple arrows. And as you guys can see with her energy, it only goes down. Her energy only goes down with every bow shot you take with it, so it doesn't matter how much you use it, essentially, like. But yeah, guys, so there is the lowdown on her. Like I said, she's pretty much the hunter. She's good for like little sneak type missions and stuff. She's fabulous actually for spies. If you guys like to do spies, she's a fabulous frame to bring with you just because of her prowl. And she's also very quick on her feet. She's normally just quick on her feet. So she's one of those frames that's just naturally faster when she walks. But that makes the most sense, obviously, because she's a huntress, so she's always, like, tracking and everything. So, yeah, guys, so there is pretty much the lowdown on Ivara. And she's pretty solid, like I said earlier. I do enjoy playing her. I like to pull her out on occasion and play her, because she's one of my personal favorites. She's in my top 10 for sure. So, alright, let us pull out our regular one now. And if you guys didn't already tell, her shield is ridiculously high. So, this is one thing Ivara is fabulous for, is she is very ridiculously high when it comes to her shield. Normally, I believe. So, if you guys are wondering about that. And if you guys go in the shadows here, you can see how she glows. She glows fabulously with her little jelly. Alright, guys, let's pull out regular Ivara now. And we'll keep our weapons, obviously. That is Cora. That is not who we want. Okay, here is my regular Ivara game. And I have been complimented on my regular Ivara. People love the colors I have on my regular Ivara, so. I think, yeah, I can put the deluxe skin on her, thing. I'm gonna choose not to, though. Just because I like her normal bow and her regular one, so. Alright, guys, so, this is my, whoa. I actually did not mean to do that, guys. Alright. So, anyways, guys, here is my regular Ivara. This is a deluxe, this is not the deluxe skin. This is actually, a whole other skin. This is a 10 gen skin, I'm pretty certain. And I believe this Sayadana is from someone else too. I think it was one of the Prime frames. I'm not quite sure which Prime, but I think that's where it came from. But yeah. But like I said, guys, this is the Ivara that a lot of people compliment me on. Is this Ivara, my regular Ivara, which I love her colors. I've kept her colors for a while now. And she's pretty basic colors, but they look really nice, so. Alright, guys. See, as you guys can see, this Ivara is super fast. You see this when she's just walking? Look how fast she moves. I might have a rush on her, though, so that might be why I move faster, but Ivara is definitely one of the faster frames. If you guys are looking for fast, she's one of the faster ones. Just normally how she walks. So yeah. Alright. So, let's see if there's any differences. We usually don't find any differences, guys, but we're still gonna try it anyways, just to see, for fun. So, let's go. Alright, so, we got the cloak arrow. And we got Prowl, which, as you guys can see, that's one of the differences we'll find immediately, is how their Prowl is. Regular Ivara, she's just like a solid clear watery look, while Ivara Prime, she has like a starry galaxy look to her. And if you guys notice, when one of the enemies got close, it kind of goes kind of, that's kind of, the enemies are kind of sensing us. That's kind of what it kind of means. They kind of feel us. So alright. Okay, so here's our navigator, if you guys want to see. So it's pretty much the same for navigator as well. Then let's see if we can do a sleep arrow on this guy. Like I said, I'm not expecting it to be much different from what it normally is. We killed him anyways, that's fine. But let's see if we find any. So besides Prowl, like the effects on the Prowl, I think she doesn't have much that's different with her. But let's try a dash wire arrow. I gotta activate it first. Alright. So as you guys can see, pretty much looks the same to Ivara Prime's over here. As you guys can see, this was hers, and this one is ours. So it's just literally the same. You just climb on it. All that fun stuff. So, you know. And then our noise one. Yeah, pretty much makes the same noise as well. And we got the sleep one, which will make an enemy fall asleep. Of course, we don't have any in our enemies anymore. And then we got the cloak one. So just like you expected, guys. So the effects are just a bit different on them when they're invisible. That's pretty much, I think that's pretty much the only difference we're probably gonna find on her. But so let's just activate our energy again, and then I'm gonna go pull out our Artemis bow right now. Yeah, so this is what normally her Artemis bow looks like, guys. This is normally what it looks like. This has no skin on it. So, that's probably another difference they would have is their Artemis bow, how it looks normally. That's probably different for both of them as well. But obviously, the Prime one has the Prime version. So, but I'm pretty sure I have them set the same. Yeah. So as you guys can see, it's multiple arrows. It's like 5 or so. It's just multiple arrows. And it just slowly goes down every time you shoot it. And then you can deactivate it at any point. Sorry guys, it's kind of like bugs right now, so I kind of had to reset it. Alright. Alright guys, so there you have it guys. There is Ivara for you guys. The Huntress frame. So, like I said, she is definitely in my top 10. I love Ivara with a passion. She's one of my favorite frames. When I first started Warframe, she was actually definitely always been one of my favorites. So, and I think I like her just because she's got the Huntress vibe, and she's got the invisibility, the Prowl ability, and she has some unique ways to use her arrows, obviously, as you guys can see. So, yeah, so you guys, if you like using a bow and arrow, and if you like to be sneaky, she's a great friend for you guys. Like I said, she's fabulous for spy missions, guys. She's one of 2 that is fabulous for those. Loki being the other one. I don't know if I mentioned that in my Loki one or not, but there you have it, guys. There is Elvira's versus. So I think our next frame is Tatiana? It might be? Let me take a peek here, guys. Hold on. We have someone newer that's next as well. So we kind of have to just take a look. Because I did do Limbo, I did do Loki, did do Mag, did do Mesa, Myridge, Necros. Is it Nova? No, we did Nova. We did Nyx, we did Ron. Yeah, I believe it is Tatiana, guys. Tatiana is going to be our next frame, and she's going to be our last frame until the new frame comes out, which will be in next week. So, so to that, guys, thank you for joining me for this versus. I hope you learned something. This is why I do these videos, so you guys can learn a few things from me. I give a few tips while I'm doing them if you guys didn't already figure that out or whatever. And it's just a different series for you guys to watch. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.